On this channel, I've made two WWE 2K20 videos. For starters, I made Is WWE 2K20 Worth Buying about 3 months ago. Then, a month after that, I made my WWE 2K20 review. In those videos, the main comments, the main queries I got from you guys in the comment section was essentially, look, I don't have either 2K19 or 2K20. Should I buy WWE 2K19 or WWE 2K20? People throwing out prices. For example, one comment I got saying, look, 2K19 is $60 and 2K20 is only $20 on sale. Should I get either? Which one should I get? What do I do? A lot of comments about this because, look, 2K20, it's just not a game you really want to get. It's really not. So I'm seeing a lot of people saying, should I get 2K19? This video is here to clear all that up. So before I get into my opinion, my verdict on this, just want to say, if you're new to the channel, if you haven't seen any of the content, if you're a wrestling fan, you're probably going to enjoy the kind of content I try and entertain. I try and make worthwhile, entertaining wrestling videos. So if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, road to 1,000. You can do your bit to make that happen. So anyway, without further ado, enough of that. Do you buy WWE 2K19 or 2K20? For starters, two things. So, when it comes to which one you buy, first and foremost, I think this. How badly do you want the game? And how affordable is it for you? Now, obviously, if you're kind of financially strapped for cash, you don't really have the funding available, don't bother buying either, because you don't really need to. But assuming you have the resources available, you can get either 2K19 or 2K20. Which one do you get? In my opinion, you should be getting 2K19 over 2K20 because, for one, 2K19 is just the better game as a whole. 2K19, it's more polished, it's more of a refined game, it's more of a refined product. If you buy it, you're probably going to feel more so that you got your money's worth. Whereas 2K20, it just feels like a shell of a WWE 2K game. It just feels so, lacking as a result of how broken it was on launch. They fixed it a decent amount since launch, but it's just not a great game. It's really not. 2K19, it's more of a enjoyable playing experience. I think if you're getting 2K19, you won't regret that at all. 2K20, you're still probably going to get some bugs and glitches, and you might regret it. So that's essentially my answer. Whether you buy 2K19 or 2K20, primarily if you're a big wrestling fan, you don't own either game, I'd say you get 2K19. Now, what price do you get 2K19 for? This is the other thing, because, look, people are saying 2K20's $10, $15, $20, $25. Meanwhile, 2K19 is $25, $30, $35, $40, upwards of $60. So I've seen people throwing the prices around. Personally, look, you've got to see it this way. 2K19 is nearly 2 years old. Should you be paying $60 for this game? Because it's not the greatest game ever. It's WWE 2K19. The only big redeemable aspect of it is it's the most playable WWE simulation type game going. Because I say playable, 2K20 is not overly playable. It's really not. So 2K19 has that appeal to it. Is that worth $60? That once again comes down to, how badly do you want a WWE game? How much would you play it? Are you someone who's busy? You only have a little bit of time for, video games and wrestling games. In that case, would there be a purpose? Would there be a point to you buying the game? Is it affordable? Because if $60 and spending that on a game is, really a lot for you, then I would not recommend getting 2K19 or any WWE game. Spend that money on things that are actually more necessary. But anyway, 2K19, in my opinion, look, it's going to be relevant for the next, year, because until 2K22 comes out, 2K19 is the best 2K game we've got going. Literally a month ago on Monday Night Raw, there was a backstage segment involving Christian and Ric Flair in some office, and they were advertising WWE 2K19. So that's the 2K game that WWE is going to go with for the next, year, because yes, we have Battlegrounds coming out, but that's more of the arcadey, all-stars style of game. That's not really what you're going to get from a 2K19. So, in that regard, I think 2K19, I'd say it's probably worth upwards, it's really kind of subjective. If you're paying $60 for this game, but you're actually going to play it a lot and you're going to get your money's worth, I'd say pay $60. Would I personally pay $60 for 2K19? I would not. That's my personal opinion. The game's nearly 2 years old. I can see why you probably would pay $60, but personally I would not. So that's my verdict. That's what I think about 2K19 or 2K20. It's something that's been brought up a lot in my comment section. I've seen it a lot on the Is WWE 2K20 worth buying video, the 2K20 review, just clearing it up in this video because I think it's important, it should be mentioned. So yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed. If this is your first video of mine that you're seeing, like, comment, and sub. You guys know the drill. Don't be afraid to interact and leave down below what you think. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, like, comment, sub, because you know the drill. See ya.